Welcome everyone. Jill Cox Cordova will be with us in just a minute on her show Wait With Me. I'm so happy to see some people in the audience already. Welcome. Come on in, join the party. The show will be starting in about 2 minutes. If you are new to Fireside, there's a few things you can do while you're here in this show live. Yes, there is. So, one thing you can do is you can hit any of the three emojis across the bottom, which is the clap or the let's see, is everything okay? Our star is still getting ready, which is the clap emoji, the laugh emoji, or the party sound emoji. Hit any one of those and we can hear you. The audience will hear you. Everyone will hear you. But if you need to make a comment or a question, you can hit the react emoji and you'll see some other emojis come up. Choose an emoji and you can press send, or you can hit the react emoji, choose an emoji after that, and type in your comment or question, and we will see it and read it. Also, there's another way to do that. You can do that right on the Q&A button. You can click it and do the same thing, and we will receive that message. So again, Jill will be with you in just about a minute, and we'll get this show on the road. And I'm so happy, and Jill is so happy to see so many people in the audience. We'll be with you in just a moment.
Well, hello, everyone. It's Wednesday, and that means time for Wait With Me. I'm your host, Jill Cox Cordova, and I'm so excited to see you all here. Thank you so much for coming. If you've never been to this show, this is my way to hold myself accountable for my triumphs and my setbacks and my weight loss journey. And I do say journey because this is a lifetime thing for me. I'm just trying to be healthy for the rest of my life, and I'm trying to get there. And so I hold you, the audience, for just showing up. You are my accountability partners. So again, I thank you so much for being here. If you've never been to this show, I start off with my topic and talking about it. And then after that, I weigh myself in front of you again to hold myself accountable. And then I talk about the goals I set for myself last week and the goals I'm setting for myself in the coming week. So let's get started. Let's go with segment number 1.
This is the deal. This is the deal.
Okay, this week, well, first of all, how are you all? How are you all doing? I'm having a day where I'm just foggy, I guess. My mind is foggy because all day today, every time I had an idea or I was getting ready to do something, in the middle of it, I would forget what it was I was going to do. So I found myself like walking back and forth into rooms like, why am I here? What am I doing? So I hope you're having a better day than I did earlier. But you are the highlight of my day so far. So thank you. Thank you again. This is the deal in terms of the topic. But the topic tonight is what does your mind's eye see? But before I get to that, let me welcome all of you here. Thank you for being here, Daisy. And excuse me while I look sideways because my phone is sideways. So thank you, Daisy. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. I, I don't want to mispronounce your name, but is it Vanya? Sharon, Emily, Patty, and really Charlie. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Okay, so tonight the topic is what does your mind's eye see? Years and years ago, I had LASIK, so my actual eyes are perfect. I have perfect vision, but my mind's eye needs some help because when I look in the mirror, what I see, it varies from day to day, but what I mostly see, I can now see that my face is slimming down, especially since I now wear my hair up. I used to cover my face because I was so embarrassed and ashamed about how puffy my cheeks were, and they still are, but I can now see that they've slimmed down. But what I mostly see from my neck down is just nothing but bad health. I see bad health. I don't say I see extra weight because the number on the scale really doesn't matter to me. It's how I feel and how my clothes fit and things like that. But I just see like this glob of if bad health were an object, just this blob of bad health that I'm trying my hardest to fix. When I look at pictures of myself, I can definitely see that I'm spreading this way. People who know me know that at 4'11", I still think I'm everyone else's height because I look people in the eye. And if you're 6'5", I'm not going to notice because I will look you in the eye and I'll think because I can see you, look at you in your eyes, I must be the same height as you. It confuses everybody else, but I really don't see height. So I've never thought of myself as growing this way, even as a child. But in pictures, I see that I'm doing this. Now, recently, for those of you who don't know, I've been working with Dr. Ian Smith on a program. He has many programs throughout his years of being a doctor who helps you with weight loss. But he has a book coming out next week, actually, April 4th, called MetFlex Diet. And I've been working with him on that. And in 6 weeks, like he had us to take a before picture when we started the program. And then 6 weeks later, because you work this program in 6-week increments, 6 weeks later, he had us to take another picture. So I sent, and he had us to post them. And normally I would never do anything like that, but I would never do anything like this show either. But I'm really trying something different so that when I lose the weight, because I've lost weight before, many times actually, but I gain it back and then some. So this time I wanted to do something entirely different. So the before and after pictures, I could definitely see that I was not spreading any longer. I was coming in. In 6 weeks, I lost 8 3/4 inches and 10 pounds. And so now I'm on a second week or second round of the 6-week increment. And so I'm hoping to lose more. But if you've been following me on this show, you know that I'm not perfect at all. And there was 1 week I gained 3 pounds in 1 week. And then last week I lost 2 of those 3 pounds. I'm not really sure how I've done this week, but I guess we're getting ready to see about it. But what I wanted to talk about was what you see when you look at yourself, and why is that? What does our brain tell us that's not reality, that our eyes see something entirely different, even if we have perfect vision like I do? So I've tried to unpack that because I do realize I see something different because of the perception of myself, how I perceive myself. It's not that anyone else has commented on it. It's not that anyone else has said anything bad to my face, uh, but it's just how I'm feeling. So I have decided that the next time I look at myself in the mirror, well, I have certain songs I like to listen to every morning, such as Mary J. Blige's um, "Good Morning, Gorgeous." I love that song. And Lizzo has a song where some of the lyrics are, "If no one's told you today, you're special." So when you keep when I anyway keep telling myself affirmations like that, then the rest of the day I feel pretty good about myself, or I find something that I feel good about myself. But it's really my health that I want to see differently. And I know that as I improve, as I lose weight, I'm sure that my mind's eye will see something else. So I've told myself from here on, the next time I look in the mirror, I will focus on one thing that I see that's good, that I'm doing right. So I'm ahead of myself. That's my goal for the week, but that's what I'm going to do. I want my mind's eye to see the positive attributes that I have, because we all have them. You do too. And none of us is perfect, right? Okay. So
Uh,
the
Hello, Jill. This is your
hello,
producer.
hello, producer Anthony and husband Anthony.
Yes, I see we have a few more people
Oh,
in the
more
lovely
people
people in the
came.
audience.
Thank you,
Yes, you have
everyone.
Karen with a
Hello,
C and
hello,
Jenny.
hello.
And I thought we had one other, but
I
she
do see one
must
more. I
have.
see Barbara.
Barbara, yes, Barbara. Sorry, Barbara.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome.
I'm so excited that you're here. If you're brand new to this show, because I'm seeing names I've not seen in my audience before. So if you're brand new to this show, for 30 minutes, talk to you about how my journey to lose weight is going. I tell you the good, the bad, and I try to remain upbeat, because I'm organically I'm an upbeat kind of person, but this is just one thing that's a big struggle of mine that's ongoing, and I really just want to get better. So
Yes, and the other part of your show, Jill, that you're getting ready to
I'm getting
do,
ready to do it
which is Jill weighs herself live on
every
this
single
show.
week. It's because to me, you all are my accountability partners. I tell myself every Tuesdays especially, oh, I can't eat that because tomorrow I'm going to weigh myself in front of people. So I thank you for being my accountability partners just by showing up. So thank you for that. And weighing myself in front of you holds me accountable. And I always strive to be transparent about what's working and what's not. So here we go. Um, but before I get to that, I need to tell you what I'm trying to do, uh, what I'm trying to beat, what numbers I'm trying to beat. Before the show starts, just before the show starts, I take my measurements, and my chest measurement is the same, but I lost a half inch in my waist, which I'm really excited about. My hips actually went up by a quarter of an inch. I'm not really sure why, but okay. Well, all right. We'll handle that. And last week I weighed 145.10. Again, if you didn't hear me at the beginning or ever heard me say this, I'm only 4'11", so that's a lot of weight for me. So I'm trying to improve that. So the number to beat on the scale is 145.10. So here I go. I can do it. I can do it if I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
144 and 8 ounces. 144 and 8 ounces.
Woohoo! Happy dance, happy dance, happy dance. Okay, give me time to write that down so I'll know what it was next week. I can do it if I put and my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it. Let me put my ears back in so I can hear. Okay, so like I said, last week I weighed 145.10. Tonight it's 144.8, which isn't that much of a difference, but I will take it because every victory is a victory to me, even the non-scale ones. My non-scale victory for the week is that I've had so much more energy. One thing that I've been doing more of is not only this 20-minute HIIT, HIIT, so high intensity interval training, is that sometimes I watch videos to do it. And so sometimes it's like combat, moves, where you're punching and doing that. And I found that I'm like really punching. Now, those of you who don't know me at all, years ago for Christmas, I wanted a punching bag, a heavyweight bag, and I got it. And every time people came to the room where it was, they were like, "Oh, your husband is into boxing." I'm like, "No, I am." Although my husband is into boxing, but it was mine. And then I guess when I don't know what happened, but I stopped using it. But now I like to air punch for real. And so I found that I'm much stronger. Like I feel like if I were to hit, I never hit anyone, but if I were to, I feel like it would actually be a punch for real. And then I'm happy to tell Daisy and I have a pact to try to do yoga 3 times a week, and I'm back to doing that, Daisy. So I used to not be able to get through one workout, much less 2, but I end my workouts with yoga because that's stretching for me. I do gentle yoga, and so I'm happy to do that. So that's my non-scale victory, and that I know I have more energy now. So. Again, I celebrate the non-scale victories more than the ones on the scale, but I'm happy that the scale is going down too. So that's that.
Yes, Jill, and I see Giselle just entered the show.
Giselle, hey, thanks for coming. Was she? Well, I'm not sure if you were there, Giselle, when I weighed myself, but every week I weigh myself, and I'm down just a tiny bit, like 0.3. But I'll take it. But I was also telling everyone that I celebrate my non-scale victories more. And this week, my non-scale victory is that I have more energy. Yay! Okay, so let's get to my third segment.
Okay, it's your turn to share.
Okay, this is the segment in which I invite you to come to the stage. If anyone has anything they'd like to share, if anyone needs an accountability partner, maybe you're on your own journey to get healthier, we're here for you, so you can tell us, and I'll ask you about it the next time I talk to you. Or if you just want to comment on anything I've said, whether it's about what does your mind's eye see when you look in the mirror versus what your actual eyes see, or in my case, versus reality. So, anyone want to talk tonight?
Yes, Jill. I want to ask you a question for clarification.
Okay.
So, what was it, 2 or 3 weeks ago, you gained some weight.
You're going to bring that up?
Yes. Was it 3 pounds?
I gained 3 pounds in 1 week 2 weeks ago. And last week I lost 2 of those. I've almost lost those 3 pounds. Almost.
Yes. Yes. So congratulations. I thought you were about at that 3 pounds that you gained. So wonderful. Bravo.
Hey, thanks for putting that out. I didn't put that together yet.
I'm so proud of you. Okay, that's all I was asking.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. Hey, Daisy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Jill?
I'm doing great. How's it going this week?
Well, I didn't gain or lose, so that's, I guess, okay.
That's a win in my book.
Yeah.
I always count that as a win. So congratulations. Yeah. Wonderful.
Thanks. Congratulations on you almost shaving those 3 pounds off. You're
I'm
close.
I'm
You're
so
almost there.
close. I'm getting
You're
there.
so close. You're getting there. Next week for sure.
Well, I'm
So
I'm
I
going to
have to
try.
say, I'm proud of you for doing the yoga and the hit workouts. I haven't been doing yoga, but I have a couple of days done some burpee stints
Oh goodness. You
where
like
I
burpees?
I do. They get your
Oh my
heart
goodness.
going. They get your heart going. So I
For
will
for the
like,
audience, if you're not aware what a burpee is, but it's where you're standing up and you start off like this and you go like this and then you go down to the floor and then you come back up, or you make your whole body go vertical behind you and you come back up. So I'm not sure which way do you do it, Daisy?
I jump up, then I go all the way, kick my legs out behind me, and come back up and do it all over again.
Oh, so you're for real, for real. Well, go ahead, girl. That's great.
So I did those a few days where I did 3 sets of as many as I could do, which is no, generally I can barely get to 12 because it's like I'm
You
like,
do 3 sets of 12?
but I space them out. Like I'll do them like one in the morning, one around lunch, and then one like in the afternoon.
Well, I
And
think we should all give you an applause because I can't get through one regular one like you do. I kind of cheat. I just kind of put my hands up and then I touch the floor and I come down. So I don't jump and I don't
oh
move, put my legs behind me. So kudos
yeah,
to you for doing that many. That's excellent.
thanks. I mean, it's something, and I'm gonna do yoga tomorrow. I just had some busy days, and those are easy to squeeze in because they don't take that much time.
Right, right,
So that
right.
was why I was like, I'll do those, and I know I can get those out of the way and squeeze them in where I can. So
Well,
yeah,
wonderful. That's
yeah.
fantastic. So
Well,
kudos to you too. That's amazing.
thank you. So I'm gonna
Maybe
try and
you've actually given me incentive. Maybe I'll do one real burpee between now
okay,
and next week. At
okay,
least one.
okay, okay, okay. That's, and I will get back. I will get back to my yoga. I just I just haven't had the time. So,
I understand.
but
Believe me,
I'm
I
so excited that
understand.
you did. Yeah,
Well, thank
I
you. Thank you. I do it mainly for to stretch. That's really my motivation there. It's like, "Oh, I need to
well,
stretch now." And that's
yeah,
that's the way I like to do it the most.
that's what I do a class called Slow and Stretchy because I'm so not limber,
Me
and
neither.
getting up in
And
there in
apparently
age.
my balance has gotten really bad too. I used to be able to do like the tree pose and things like
People,
that. Now I have to make sure I'm near something so I can hold on.
oh, okay. Well, I do have my blocks for those certain poses that I do need the block. So I'm not my balance isn't what it used to be either. So, but congratulations! I just came on to say congratulations and keep it up. And I'll talk to you next week.
Okay, well thank you and congratulations to you too. And you keep it up. That's great.
Okay,
Like you really have
thanks.
inspired me. So thank you.
Okay, thanks. All right, take care. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye. Would anyone else like to speak about what they're doing or tell us what your favorite exercise is? I still think it's amazing that that's Daisy's favorite exercise because that's the one I really have a hard time with. But I'm sure if I do my one, maybe I'll do two, and then maybe I'll do three. Maybe I'll get there.
I've got something to say.
What do you, of course you do. What do
I,
you have to say?
I'm not ready to commit to working out with you yet.
Oh, but let me tell you, audience, something about Anthony. Um, I work remotely from home, and uh, so I'm in like our bedroom is just across the hallway, and so I'm in our home office, working, and then I hear this, ugh, ugh. So at first I was alarmed the first time I heard it, but I kind of peeked. I went to the bedroom and kind of peeked in the door. And Anthony, what he's not telling you is that every morning he does heavy weights. or dumbbells, but they're what, 20 pounds each?
Just curls, just the curls.
But still, they're
and
20
maybe
pounds each. Mine are, when I do dumbbells, mine are 5 pounds each. And that gets heavy to me after a while. But you do 20 pounds. So I can see why you're,
yeah,
every time.
But-
But you do it every single morning.
Every single morning.
So
And
you
here's
work
the-
out more than I do in that regard.
Here's the good thing. When I started doing the weights again, I could only do like 8 on each arm. Okay.
That's still a lot.
Now I do 37.
On each arm?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm making progress, but it's
And do
it's
you
getting
add
my,
one each day? How did you?
I try
Why
to.
37? That's in like.
Yeah, I try to add 1 or 2 a day, and then I don't do it on Saturday. And then usually that's when I can come back and do 2 or 3 more once my muscles have had a chance to heal. And I come back a little bit stronger. So as I build my upper body, and my phone should not be ringing. As I build my upper body, I'm getting my heart pumping again and all of that. And then I think the next thing I'm going to do is start riding my bike again.
Oh, that you'll
So
do by
I'm
yourself.
I am
know.
definitely lacking in cardiovascular, and I really need to get that in. So that's what
We
I'm
could take our
working
daily walks again.
towards. Yes, I would like to do that again. I especially liked it when we walked around the lake.
Yes, I like
That
that
was
too.
nice.
That was nice.
That's all I have to say. That's all I have to input.
Well, that's good. Like again, like I'm amazed that you have. To me, those are heavy weights, and that you increase the number, the reps each day when you can. So tomorrow it's 38 or 39.
Hopefully.
Wonderful.
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. All right.
Wonderful.
Well,
That's
thank you. Thank
excellent.
you for that.
Wow.
And carry on.
Would anyone else like to share what you're doing to work out? The thing I want to say about working out is that for me, I prefer exercise that doesn't feel like exercise. So I like movement that seems like dance. I like yoga because I like meditation, and that's what that's like for me. And so if you're wanting to start a workout routine, start with something you just really enjoy doing. For many, many, many years, it was just walking for me. And I haven't really been out much. Well, I haven't, not at all. I haven't gone walking since we all got, shut in, like, the lockdown. But I would like to get back to that because I need, now that it's getting warmer or is warmer, I like my natural vitamin D, so I need to go outside more. That I do know. But I encourage you, if you're thinking about starting an exercise routine, to start with something you enjoy, and just move, even if that means going up, and if you have steps in your house, going up and down the steps like once an hour, or something like that. Just start. Just do it, as Nike would say, right? Just do it. Just start. Okay. Well, I guess it's time for my next segment.
I can do it. I can do it if I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
Okay, this is the segment where I tell you what my goals were for last week, how I did, and when I set a new one. So last week I said that I'm having a really hard time with just sleeping. Still having a hard time with sleeping. I've been going to bed a little earlier, and I read just before I go to bed, which helps. And so once I'm asleep, I usually stay that way instead of waking up every hour like I used to. So my sleep is getting better, per se, but it's not great. So if you've been following me in the show, you know that I believe in keeping the same goal until I get it right, and then I'll master something else. So I'm going to master this sleep thing. I have to. I have to because we all know there's a direct link between restful sleep and weight loss. So I'm just going to try to do better. Wednesday nights, I never can do better because I have 2 shows on Wednesday. So, which I'll talk about in a moment. But that's my goal for next week, and I did better this past week in that regard, but there's still lots of room for improvement. So that's my goal. Get some sleep, Jill. Get some sleep. That's what I'm going to do. Turn off my brain and go to sleep. Okay. Well, I guess that wraps it up. It's really close to the top of the hour. So let me tell you what I'm going to talk about next week. In this show, I'm going to talk about don't be afraid to ask for help. That's certainly what I've been, whether you realize it or not, I've been asking you all to help me, and you have. So thank you for that. But I want to talk more about how hard it is for some people to ask for help. It's hard for me to do that. So I'm going to talk more about that. But I have found that when I do ask, I have better results. So I'll talk about that. In about an hour, my husband and I, Anthony and I, have a show that we do together called I'm Right, I'm Right. And tonight we're talking about the relationship between stress and money on your relationships. And we have a special guest. We have an energy healer named Dr. Judy Legrand, and she's phenomenal. And if you don't know what an energy healer is, come to the show, you'll find out, because she's actually going to help someone in our audience. So hope you can come. That starts at 8 o'clock Eastern. And then that's it. So I want to thank my producer, my husband, Anthony, for all your help. The music you're listening to now is called Suns Out International by G-Day Production. The music that you heard during the segments is called Real Cool Sunglasses by That Core Beat. And most of all, I want to thank you, my audience, for being here for me, for helping me through this journey, and just being my accountability partners. It really means a lot, and it's working. It's working. So thank you. Thank you so much for that. I'll see you next week, hopefully.